And hello everybody, welcome back to LFC News. Guys, Mo Salah, a contentious talking point so far this season. And he's been back at his best, especially in that Brighton game. I thought he was absolutely fantastic, but despite questions being asked of Salah so far this season. Now, as we approach the summer, there's a lot of questions surrounding his future, despite him signing a contract at the end of last season. We, of course, saw a bit of the fallout on what happened. However, there is, the jury's still out on whether he's going to be at the football club. But I decided that I want to share this video from Sky Sports, where they believe, or an individual on the platform there, believes that he is 100% gone at the end of the campaign. I want to have a little watch of this and maybe react to it.
So you're saying that, Slot has navigated this quite well after what happened at Ellen Road, but is there an argument to say actually he's conceded the power battle completely here, Slot? Or is it just not as you're saying, worth fighting again?
Whether he has or he hasn't, I think it's very good management. Last thing he needs, he's got enough to worry about than taking on a battle with one of the greatest ever players to wear a Liverpool shirt. So I don't think he's got anything to gain by having a fight with Mo Salah and making that public and distracting anything away from how his team performs. I think he's got to look after the collective. I think anyone in that dressing room wouldn't argue, knock on his door and say, why am I not playing in front of Mo Salah? I don't think they would have the cheek to do that. I think Mo plays his cards brilliantly as well. We see when he saw him in the weekend even, as soon as he scores, he's putting his arm up there, he's holding his heart and the badge of Liverpool. He knows he's manipulating and why wouldn't you? He's earned the right. I think we've been blessed, and I think we have to thank Mo Salah for the time he's given us to the Premier League. And in an era where there's not a great deal of world-class players, he's certainly been one.
Just finally on that, there's no world that he stays next season, is what you're saying?
No.
100% gone?
In my opinion, I think he's 100% leaves that club, and he gets a fantastic ovation at the end of the season, whether that's with a bit of silverware or not. He deserves silverware, he certainly does, but whatever happens, he's been a magnificent servant to the club.
Now, of course, Tim believes that he's 100% gone, and it's sometimes hard to argue when you've seen the sort of spat that came the way earlier in the season. You'd probably be right in betting that he would likely be gone come the end of the campaign. But I want to put it towards you guys. Do you think Salah will go at the end of the campaign? Where do you think he will go? And how much should Liverpool demand should he go? Do you think this is a realistic possibility that we could be looking at going into next season without Mo Salah? I'm really interested to know where you guys stand, because for me, I can't fathom it. However, a lot of signs are pointing in that direction. In other news, Liverpool are increasingly open to the possibility of allowing Liverpool FC legend Mohamed Salah to leave this summer, with a forward set to enter the final year of his contract at Anfield. Salah's long-term future was thrown into serious doubt back in December following a revealing post-match interview after a draw with Leeds United. In that moment, the Egyptian admitted he felt thrown under the bus and suggested that his relationship with head coach Arne Slot had broken down. At the time, it appeared that the forward's 9-year association with the club could be approaching an uncomfortable end. Frustration over performances, tactical decisions, and internal communication created an atmosphere in which a summer exit seemed increasingly realistic. However, despite widespread speculation, Salah and Slot were able to repair their working relationship. The pair put their differences behind them, and the 33-year-old has remained an important figure in the squad through the second half of the campaign. That reconciliation helped stabilize the situation in the short term, but it has not removed uncertainty surrounding his longer-term future. With just 1 year left on his deal approaching, Liverpool now face a familiar dilemma. Risk losing a global superstar for a reduced fee in 2027, or sanction a major sale while his market value remains high. Salah has long been linked with a lucrative move to the Saudi Pro League, with Al Ittihad club consistently credited as one of his most persistent admirers. Their failed £150 million bid 2 years ago underlined both his global appeal and the financial power waiting in the wings. Reflecting on the situation, one source close to the club said, "This story never really goes away. It seems to resurface in every transfer window. We know Mo Salah remains a top target for clubs in Saudi Arabia, and the interest has never disappeared." They added, "It wasn't long ago that Al Ittihad came in with a massive offer that Liverpool turned down. But things change quickly in football, especially when contracts start to run down. This season has also been challenging for Salah by his own high standards. While still capable of decisive moments, his overall output and consistency have fallen short of previous campaigns, making it harder for him to dominate games as he once did." Another insider explained, "It's not been a great season for him, both on and off the pitch. There was that public disagreement with Arne Slot, and his form hasn't been close to last year's levels, which were always going to be difficult to repeat. He's back in favour now, and he's still respected in the dressing room, but there's no denying that his long-term future is uncertain." With Salah approaching the final 12 months of a highly lucrative contract, Liverpool's hierarchy are weighing up what would represent the best outcome for all parties. As one source put it, by the summer, he'll effectively be in the last year of his deal. That's often the point where clubs and players look at whether it's the right time to move on. For Mo, for Liverpool, and financially, it might suit everyone to part ways. A summer departure would bring an end to one of the most successful eras in modern Liverpool history. Since arriving in 2017, Salah has been instrumental in delivering major honours and restoring the club to Europe's elite, cementing his status as a modern Anfield icon. Meanwhile, Liverpool are also monitoring the uncertain future of former teammate Harvey Elliott, currently on loan at Aston Villa. Under manager Unai Emery, Elliott has struggled for regular minutes, falling short of the appearance threshold that would trigger a £35 million obligation to buy. Villa have deliberately avoided activating the clause and remain reluctant to hand him further starts. Discussions have taken place between the two clubs over restructuring the deal, but Villa's stance remains firm. As things stand, they are unwilling to commit to a permanent move, even at a reduced price. Any future agreement is therefore more likely to involve either another straight loan or an option to buy arrangement rather than a guaranteed transfer. For Liverpool, the coming summer could prove pivotal. With Salah's future unresolved and loan players returning with question marks, recruitment and retention decisions will shape the next phase of Slot's project. Whether the club chooses continuity or a bold reset, the handling of their greatest modern icon will be central to that transition. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.